Hello folks and welcome back. This is Mal, and this is Endless Space. This is our continuation of our introductory part of our Let's Play, which I have labeled Episode 1. I also have Episode 0, which was the very beginning of our series. So let's hop back in, shall we? Let's go back here. We're on this spiral arm, if you recall. Let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. So we're on this spiral arm over here of a 4-spiral galaxy. So over here would be another competitor, back over here, and then the final one would be over here. We were trying as quickly as possible to get to Casimir effect right down here. The reason being is because we need total hull integrity so that we can travel through wormholes. So this wispy little deal here that's teasing us, saying, no, you cannot, y'all shall not pass. We want to be able to get through this, right? So we need the wormhole tech. So we're getting close. Something else I discovered, or figured out, I guess, is the whole new rally point system. So if you hold down control, left control, which you can see here, hold down left control, rally point setting mode, click on where you want to set from, set to. So now any ships that are constructed here, as I understand it, should automatically send themselves down here. And I have these colony ships now that I'm constructing, and they will go boop over here to this system. And my thought process being that we want to be able to get out here and get some colonies going as quickly as possible. I have not forgotten about these other places that we most likely want to colonize. This one for potential, these two really for resources. But right now, we don't have to worry about anyone getting to them. We don't have the time or resources at the moment to really go after those. And let me show you why. See, we're going to have to raise our tax rate just to sort of be, gaining any dust at all per turn because of the types of abilities that we have and the construction that we're doing. So we have the buildings that we're putting on these new colonies, plus we have ships that all creates overhead for us, and we struggle. That's one of the things that's challenging, is that we do struggle with dust production early on with the type of build that we have. So we don't really have any bonuses to our economy. So that's okay. Long term, this tends to work out though for us. The extra research bonus that we get from the special ability that we chose is worthwhile. Alright, so let's get advanced. Okay, hero got promoted. And we're going to go ahead and take Director 2, which is +3 labor. So if we go over here and we inspect him, see how he's here. Let me hold over on labor. So wit gives you +20%, gives you pluses to dust and research, while labor increases food production and food and regular production. Let's see. Melee is for ground invasion defense. And then these two, offense and defense, are actual space-based attributes. So they're really for a corporate administrator on a colony. These are not important at all. All of these are important, including the melee one. I know there's just by talking to other people and seeing people play the game, that this is sometimes really overlooked. This can be really important. If you have a really important frontline colony, and you have someone that has really awesome melee defense, you can make it damn near impossible for someone to siege and successfully take a colony. So early on like this, yeah, not worth it, but later on, having a hero that has it really can make a difference. So something to think about in any case. Okay, here we go. Let's pick some new research. Now at this point, we really got to consider what's going to be the most advantageous. We can already colonize arid worlds. We can colonize Arctic. Do we grab some technology from another field? A lot of people start hopping on weapons or whatever. I don't. I sort of play the stance of I'm not going to try to go to war with anyone, and I don't want to, so I'm going to try to avoid it. So what I like to do is grab xenology over here, which gives us some luxury resources, and it gives us some dust increases, which is important. And then it also gives us some improvements in terms of a different exploitation for food and also farms. So I'm going to grab these. And then I'm going to grab this to give us another planet type, tundra, that we can colonize. And then I think probably going to go with, after that I'll end up either going with this basic economics, because it gives you trade routes increases, an additional trade route cap, and then it gives you ceasefire and offer peace, which is really important in terms of trying to build relations with other races and have an economic model versus staying at Cold War status with them and really having an agitative relationship, right? I always try to hey, I'm going to be everybody's friend, and then if I decide later on when I have a tech advantage that I want to go to war, then so be it, but I want to do it on my terms, not on the AI's terms. Okay. This is pretty important too. I think early on in the system, or early on in the game as well, is these satellites, which can improve your area of influence, and I'm going to talk about that right now because it's really important. Okay, so here on our main system, you see this big red circle, which basically will grow with your population and with the types of structures that you have in the system. This is ours. Okay, if we click on it, see it says home system, there's no question that this is ours, this area is ours. No one can come in here and try to take this system without a formal declaration of war, okay? However, if we go over here to Nikos and we click, we see how it says outpost 10, right? 10 turns. Okay, so it's not really a colony yet. It's just an outpost. If we had an enemy, say, not even an enemy, just someone that we were at, say, Cold War status with, and let's say they were right here, and they had a sphere of influence similar to this, to our homeworld, and it eclipsed our outpost. In other words, we had essentially settled a system that was in the sphere of influence or realm of control of someone else. They could attack it with no declaration of war and take it. So that's really important to know. Those satellites can increase your sphere of influence. So we could put those satellites right here in our home system, and it would go ahead and send, boom, out to here, and it would cover our outpost. Also, a frontline outpost, if you put it in, can then sort of cover the next system and what have you, and you can create a leapfrog effect. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move through the wormhole. Let's see. Okay, we have a procreator with us and these guys. Okay, so we're going to merge this group. Oh, okay. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. What a great system. Alright, well, there's no one here, and we're grabbing this. Yep. So totally awesome. Okay, and we're gonna grab alien grafting for food, and we're gonna grab heavy isotopes. Let's see. And then we'll grab... Yeah, we need money, so we'll have to do it like this. Normally I'd put research first. Okay, sweet. And then we have these other ones that we can colonize too that are pretty good. Actually, none of these are bad. This is a great system. Okay, so we gotta kind of be prepared to defend this because there's just no way that the AI is gonna just let us have that. It's just highly unlikely that it's gonna let us. It's gonna fight us for it. So that's okay. We'll just have to be prepared. So we're gonna bring this guy out all the way here. Okay, and then we will send. Oh, create. Okay, I'm splitting them up, and I'm gonna send them in different directions. So you go there. Go there. You go there. And then I'll have this other ship come up and I'll put the ship on defensive mode in Polaris. Okay. Okay, so now we have an event here. As familiarity with space travel and exploration increases, more and more events. Okay. Good or bad, other complexity. Okay, so option 1 is plus 75 dust every 5 turns. Plus 20% dust for 20 turns. Minus 3. Okay, well, we'll go with option 1. Oh, another wonder. Okay. Wow, look at this one. Jeez. Okay, well. Minus 15% cost of improvements on system, minus 15% cost on system for shipbuilding. Jeez. All kinds of bonuses, resources. This system's awesome too. Okay, so like I said, you want to get out of your, you want to get out of your arm of the galaxy as quickly as possible because there's definitely really good planets to be had. This one's okay. It's not great. Now this should be. This right here should take us to. There should be an alien civilization there. Okay, you go on defense there. And you can go here. Okay, research. We're gonna grab this, and we're gonna grab this for morale. And I'd like to get here as quickly as possible. For the extra research, which I think I'm going to. I'll grab some of these other ones that are really kind of gotta have them right now, and then we'll try to make a beeline here for these magnetic field generators. Really, really important. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Okay, good, we got money. So, we'll go ahead and lower our tax for now, so we run out of money. Okay, there we go. Met someone. Solar farm, okay, here. Okay, so here's a battle, which we're not going to fight, because there's just absolutely no reason to. These are new. This targeting information, this is new, to me anyway, in Disharmony. I have done a little bit of reading, but I'm not as familiar with this. This I am familiar with. Long range, medium range, and melee. So you essentially set a battle card for each phase, and there are, you can see here, offense, counters, tactics, engineering, counters, sabotage, so on and so forth. Based on the phase that you're in and the type of weapons that you're using, and based on what you think your opponent's going to use, dictates which battle cards that you take. I, however, am just going to retreat, because I don't obviously don't want to fight them, and I don't want to agitate them. I ran into their homeworld, but I would like to try to build a relationship with them, so I need to just leave. And I'll go through... I guess I'll let this go manual, so you can see it, but basically I'm just going to try to run away. They're firing weapons that are basically giant slug throwers. It's not going to be enough to kill me, so I'll be able to warp out of there. And I did, so I went back to the closest system, right? Kinetics, yeah. It's the only weapon you really have at the beginning of the kinetic weapons. And again, there's different weapons for different phases. So at melee or short range, that's when you would use kinetic weapons. Laser-based weapons are good really at medium range and at long range. And then at long range, it's primarily the domain of missile weapons, basically like torpedoes. There's also fighters and bombers that came into the game in Disharmony. And as I understand it, fighters are essentially to take out enemy fighters and enemy bombers, and then bombers are essentially used as additional firepower against the enemy's capital ships, which makes sense. Oh, okay. The star around which the legendary planet Agura orbits has been discovered. Okay, where? And we obviously didn't find it. Wow. A lot of really good planets. Okay, we're gonna go down here, I think, and grab that one first. You go down here. Okay. I'm gonna have this scout just try to, even though it's damaged, I'm gonna have it try to block this system, just to buy me time in case somebody comes this way. If somebody does come, I'm probably just gonna retreat anyway, but I just want to see. I want to investigate. Actually, no, I don't. I want to investigate that other system. Wow. Lots of really good options. Okay, so we're about to encounter someone else. Okay. Well, then what I should do is I should take this planet down here, which isn't awesome, it's okay, but I should take somewhere down here to create like a blockade, right? So like close off here and maybe here and try to control everything in the center and force them to stay on their arms of their galaxy, which will work for a while. There's technology later where you can then just sort of like pass straight through essentially uncharted space from constellation to constellation, but we don't have to worry about that right this second. Geothermic activity, mutated flora. Well, this one we definitely want, so we're going to go ahead and colonize. I really wanted to start there, but I guess we'll start on this tundra over here. Well, or should we start here? No, we'll start here. You always want to start on the planet that has the greatest growth potential. So, let's see. Let's set an exploitation. Okay. So, we'll just... Actually, we'll come back to that. Oh wait, it's tundra. Okay, so we'll set this. And then heavy isotope refineries. And then we will grab some additional food. And then we'll grab research. And then we'll grab xenotours. And then we will grab satellites to increase sphere of influence. Should we go ahead and colonize these other ones? Yeah, I think at this point there'll be enough. Yeah, there'll be enough population. So when you're in a system already, just click on the planet. You'll see this. If you have the ability to colonize that planet type, you hit colonize. It goes into the queue for the system, and then you can always move by grabbing this little icon of a person. You can move them to other planets. Generally speaking, you want to have the planets with the most food production as the ones that are capped out, right? Or near capped out. You always want to leave one population open when you're trying to grow them all, so they individually have growth potential, right? If it's capped off, it can't grow. Wow, okay. Garden of Eden. Oh wow, is that 2 Terrans or 3 Terran planets? 3 Terran planets in a system. Okay. We're gonna send the probe down there. Do we have another colony ship ready yet? In 1 turn. Okay, good. How are we doing over here? Only -1 per turn on dust. Okay. Alright, let's go to the diplomacy. Okay, see, we're at Cold War right now. See this little snow or snowflake? Okay, so right now they're just sort of neutral with us. Yeah. they're just neutral. That condition's stable, so okay. If we want to talk to them, we really don't have any options yet. And the reason we don't have any options is because we don't have that technology yet, so we can't do anything with them of value at this point. So that's fine. We'll just try not to... We'll try not to upset them, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. Okay. Alright, so now we have 2 of them. Same faction. Interesting. Okay. Which we met where? Because it says he's purple. Is it these guys? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we technically haven't even met these guys. Alright. We're gonna hold off right here because we want them to leave. We have a slight military power advantage against whatever this is that's approaching. And I do mean slight. Earth Empire. Okay. They generally are very, very aggressive. So, let's see here. Military power. See, they're already trying to colonize, so we're going to have to do this. And we're going to have to bring this ship over. See, we're going to have to fight for this. And I mean, and it's worth fighting for because it's an awesome system. But we also have to be concerned about overextension, right? So... I'm gonna start bringing ships back. I'll leave one ship to continue exploring, but we can only go so far. Kind of gotta do it in phases. Okay, but we'll take a look at this. We'll take a look at the ongoing situation that we have here. We'll work on colonizing some more, prioritizing our research. And potentially getting into some bigger conflicts, because now we've met 3 races. These 2 we should be able to keep it neutral. These guys tend to get hostile, so and we're going to try to take a system that's close to where they are, because they're back over here somewhere. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how far in, but we're basically encroaching on their territory, so that's bound to upset them. So it will get interesting pretty quickly. But until next time, I'm Mal, and I will see you later.